Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Stephen Ng, and I worked for the Haunted Mansion back in 2006. And I'm just going to explain my experience. Of course, I loved the Haunted Mansion, and when I got the job there, they said it was very rare that people usually get the one spot that they pick, and I picked the Haunted Mansion. So there's a lot of the job was cool. Working with children was cool. Um, One of the jobs was tower, and that's where we sit in the control room and we watch for like couples doing inappropriate things, and we'd have to be on the speaker and be like, "This is a family ride, not a family making ride." And employees like fucked in the fucking elevator and like would write their names on there for how like which people were fucking in there. So there was a lot of jizz in like the fucking ER, which is the elevator room, the room that stretches. Um, yeah, a lot fucking goes on in there. Um, what else? Oh yeah, there's a lot of parties. They all hang out with each other, and just fuck. I went to a couple of the parties, but I walked away from some of the women because they weren't that attractive. But anyway, that's another story. So there's another job. My favorite was the ER, which was I was able to have a spiel and say something. I didn't actually do regular haunted mansion. I did Jack's haunted mansion because it was during Christmas time. It was like I got the job in October, and it was I think November when I started working, whatever. But anyway, and the costumes were different. The music was different. I had to wear green and all that. Um, but working with kids was the best thing. But basically, everybody there would make enemies with each other, and just one way or another, they were constantly like, it was better just to be by yourself and just ignore everybody because that place was just full of drama, like constantly, and everybody was always fucking, like constantly. It was crazy. It's like a college party. But the people like your family, if your overweight grandmother goes on the ride, they're probably making fun of her. Just to let you know, we had overweight people come onto the ride, and then on speaker we could hear people being like, "Oh, stop the ride! Fat ass is getting on." So if you have a disabled person in your family, they're probably making fun of them too and complaining that they have to stop the ride for your disabled ass cousin, Jerry, or whatever. Um, so this is like telling you the monster that's behind the dream, I guess, of the happiest place on earth. That was hard to say. Um, but anyway, some of my experiences was they had us write our name down in a book, and I wrote my name down because I was really young at the time, and that was stupid. I might have signed my name to Satan. They told us not to ever touch the table that the bitch in the ball was, whatever the hell her name was. I forgot. I'm sad. I don't know her name, but Leota. But they told us never to touch that table, and I never touched that fucking table. Nothing ever happened about that because I never touched it. So anyway, what else? Um, oh yeah, okay. Um, People made enemies with me because I got really into it, like being a character, and I would, welcome, foolish mortals. I said stuff like that, and I made characters, which a lot of people liked. Steve Martin apparently worked at Disneyland over at I think it was the photo studio, um, and I made enemies over there. I one time was grabbed by two of the employees that were working there, and they told me I had to cut my hair, and they took me down into a part of the haunted mansion I never even knew existed, and they took out a pair of scissors and they cut my hair and threw me back up looking like an idiot. And I should have sued, but I figured it was Disney and they had the best lawyers in town and would just sue my ass off, so I let it go. But that's what happened to me. They were getting mad at me. Because I was getting like popular. People were literally waiting in line to come see me perform in the ER, and management was telling me that I wasn't the ride, that the ride was the ride, and I said I know, but I was just you know, I was just getting people excited. That's all. Just, kind of like a TV show that's filming and they have a comedian and, I was just building it up. That's all. And I wasn't doing much. But management was constantly on me, trying to figure out ways to fire me. And they took it seriously because we had another guy that people don't know about named Maynard, and he worked at the Haunted Mansion, and he uh, he did silly things like put a fake hand and shook people's hand, and stupid things, silly. But management hated him, and they banished him, and they used the word banished like something out of fucking Peter Pan, and they banished him to the front of Disney, which again where I think Steve Martin worked, which was the photo, but whatever the hell. But so they saw me as the next Maynard, and that was a no go. And I just quit and never. I didn't put in my 2 weeks. I just quit because it got to be too much. But again, the best thing about it was the kids. But if you're gonna go work at Disneyland or the Haunted Mansion, you have to dress a certain way and stick to it, and you have to stick to how they want you to act. Just very friendly, all smiles, and I was just don't try to make friends there because you'll just end up making drama for yourself that's unnecessary. And I heard so many, and I was from all ranges, people that were 17 all the way to 58. Drama, a lot of inappropriate things goes on behind the screen while your children are there. Sorry. I saw a lot of crap, going on, not at Disneyland, but after we a lot of drama that got brought to the table. And so like I said, I wouldn't really make friends while being at Disneyland. I remember that you're there for a check, and it's fun to see the children and to make them smile, and that's the best part about it. And the food is pretty good. And also, if you work long enough at Haunted Mansion, you can eventually also work at Pirates. And I would say it's a cool job. I really would say it's a cool job, but it's only a cool job if you don't. Oh, my poor dog. You're gonna be okay. I'm taking you to the doctor tomorrow. Oh shit, she just threw up. Well, I need to get that fixed. I'm gonna have to go help her. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Stephen Ang, signing off.